It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
And Kelsey's going to have the Chiefs first down up to the 47-yard line.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
Yeah, that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
The Chiefs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yellow. 43.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his target. That's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mahomes will do it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Report.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
Hey, report. It's not. 13.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll take it across the 15 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throws to his running back, Kareem Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. He's got it in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. 76 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
What?
Now it's Jackson. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you, because instead of forcing ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you can hit them with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Not here, though. Good job reading the screen, and it sets up 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson will throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw is Jackson. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, come on. 13.
And Jackson throwing once more. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
43, yellow. Attack, attack.
Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. Rifles one, and that's gonna be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And the Raven first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
13. Sit up.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a third down at 17 to go.
13.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Hey, report.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A turnover on downs.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43,
35-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 43. 15. Attack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Hey, 57.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Butker's kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A toss left. Henry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
13.
Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Throwing, Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Henry. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Sit hot. Hey, middle.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes will do it himself.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here comes 2nd down.
Yellow. Hey, 57. I call it. I've got blue. Yellow. 15. 15.
Mahomes will do it himself. And that's complete to Brown.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Mahomes to throw it.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will finally be taken down. But just a massive play there to get him to the outskirts of field goal range.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
Change it.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
And 4 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, 43.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Mahomes will do it himself.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. First and goal.
Mahomes now to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Ravens 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. His throw incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Here's second and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Here now, third and a yard. Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he will have a Ravens Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be.